Nelsonville-York did lose. You don't replace a Tad Steinbrink. But Seth Collins, shoot, dummy. Jason Wickman said he's going to do his best. And Jason is a senior. Jason, number 5.
Athens with Jamel Maxwell back deep, and of course he is a speed burner.
And kicking off is number 35, Tyrone McLeod. So we look in one paper, and then Ty walks out there. And Maxwell is deep, along with, I believe that's number 85 over there, Chad Thomas. Low squib kick, bounced overhead, picked up by number 85. He's out to the 20. Gets past a couple, but he'll be taken down at about the 34-yard line. One in on the tackle. I see is number 40, Eric Glass. So Athens, with decent field position, start the contest. First and 10, 34-yard line. On defense for the Buckeyes, of course, we have number 69, Ricky Kimes. Number 56 is Sean North at nose tackle, or nose guard. You have Corey Altiers, number 75 in there. Chris Williams at end. And of course, Nathan McLaughlin at his end position. And Maxwell is hitting the backfield, spins away, and he will be brought down right at the line of scrimmage by a host of Buckeyes. He spins out of the first tackle. But Ricky Kimes and Stalter, and I believe the whole defensive line was in on that stop.
Of course, that's what the Buckeyes defense needs to do, is keep Kaheem Maxwell bottled up. Don't let him get that great speed in the open field.
Second 8, gain of 2. Just into the first quarter.
Sparhawk calling the signal, setting your troops.
Joe Sparhawk, the quarterback for Athens, had a fine year last year. Maxwell, the outside, eludes one tackle, and that's where speed kills. He will be taken down. Number 16, Seth Collins on the stop, but he picks up a first down. Elliott had him contained, and then nice little stutter step by Maxwell gets the first down.
48-yard line. First and 10 for
number 56 for the Bulldogs, Seth Lothman. At center.
Sparhawk, the quarterback.
Back split. Sparhawk, pitch back to Maxwell. Maxwell makes a nice cut to the outside, and he will be taken down, hit by number 7, I believe, Ben Roby. Ben Roby, a freshman, coming up to make the stop.
Buckeyes with a couple freshmen on defense with Michael Warren and Ben Roby.
Gain of 2, second down and 8. This game is brought to you by
Nelsonville TV Cable.
You're supposed to say locally owned. We're here because we care.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you. Amanda would have said it. Rebecca Dalton here helping us. She's spotting for us tonight. Maxwell, the lone back. Sparhawk gives to Maxwell. Slips in the backfield. He'll get it ahead for about 3. He'll bring up about a 3rd and 5. Sean North on the stop for the Buckeyes. 10 minutes remaining first quarter. No score. Athens into Nelsonville-York territory.
Maxwell rushed for 734 yards last season, 921 yards in 1993.
Joey Sparhawk threw for 523 yards last year and 11 touchdowns. And he's got a big receiver coming out here. That's number 87 on the other, Mike Grippa. Sparhawk back to pass, under pressure from Kimes, looks to run, and he will be tackled by number 21, Nathan Stalter, behind the line of scrimmage, brings up a 4th down and a nice open field tackle, because if Nathan hadn't caught him, he had the first down.
Excellent pursuit. As you said, it was a one-on-one tackle. Stalter had to make it, and he made it.
So Athens in what we would perceive to be a punting situation. And with number 22, Kaheem Maxwell heading out, it looks like they will punt. Number 3, Joe Sparhawk does the punting too.
Seth Collins back deep for the Buckeyes, along with Nathan Stalter.
Nice end-over-end kick. And the ball will take an Athens bounce, and it will be downed inside the 10-yard line at about the 9, where Nelsonville-York will have it 1st and 10.
Darren Lawson over the ball.
Darren Lawson at center. Collins calling signals. Handoff up the middle.
Stalder picks up
28, Parker Elliott.
And that was number 28, I believe, Parker Elliott. I think you are right. And that was Parker.
14, about 5 yards on the carry.
Give him 4, 2nd down 6.
Second.
Nathan Stalder checks back in now for Elliott. So the Buckeyes, I think, maybe a little smaller than they were last year, Jim, but a lot of speed. Skill positions back, you know. Still remember, every time I see Jason Wickman, I think of that catch against Coshocton.
Great one-handed catch.
Calling the signal.
There, baby, go.
Stalder runs over one would-be tackler. Knocks down number 85, Chad Thomas, but then tackled, I believe, by number 47, Matt Goodwin. And he gets enough for the 1st down. Looks like he'll gain about,
1st and 10 for the...
I'd say 13 yards. So 1st and 10, Nelsonville-York.
Over the ball. Of
course, we have ends to rotate in with the signal. Awesome. And off the first back through. Fumble. And ball is recovered.
Wickman got it back. We got it.
By Wickman, I believe.
No, Wickman had the
And it brings up 2nd down. Wickman did recover.
That was a very good call by the official. We, of course, got the bird's eye view up here. The Athens player, I believe it might have been Shamel Maxwell, had a shot at it, but he dove over top of the ball, and it was behind him, and Wickman dove in right on top, then right behind of...
Out comes Brian Elliott.
Well, I had to switch hands. I just can't do it right-handed.
Wide is Matt Hobart. Lawson over the ball at center.
Stalder, he gets to the outside. Nathan with some running room. And he is down into Athens territory. They stop him at the 50-yard line. Brought down by number 10, Shamel Maxwell, and number 36, Brad Wharton. So 1st and 10 at midfield for Nelsonville-York. I thought they might call a clip on Nelsonville-York because it was a clean block at the end, but then the Athens players spun around, and you never know what they're going to do.
Over the ball at the center is Lawson. Eric Mitchell just wide right.
Backs in the eye, McLeod. And hitting the backfield is Stalder, hit by number 36, Brad Wharton. But we have a flag in this motion on the Buckeyes.
Brad Wharton on the tackle.
We'll see what they decide to do.
Illegal motion.
Motion's decline, brings up a 2nd down and, what, Jim, 13? 2nd down, 13 and a half. Roby comes out, and I believe number 17 checked in. Oh, 12 rather, Eric Mitchell. Collins calls signals. Keeps the ball. He's hitting the backfield. And will it be tackled for another loss? And that is number 47 on the tackle, Matt Goodwin. Of course, Matt, I believe, is a returning starter for Athens. Loss of 1, bring up a 3rd and 14. They said Frank Parker, but I believe it was Matt Goodwin, number 47.
Buckeyes, of course, facing 3rd and long, but of course they got the quarterback that can pick up the yardage and the receiving core.
Elliott out.
Over the ball at the center.
We have Mitchell, Roby, and Wickman at ends. Shotgun for Nelsonville-York. Bad snap. It is picked up by Collins. Bring up a 4th down punting situation for Nelsonville-York. And this, of course, is where Mr. Maxwell is extremely dangerous. Timeout on the field. Odenthal at center. Good snap. Nice punt by number 34. Maxwell on the return gets to the outside, and he steps over a would-be tackler at the 35-yard line, where Athens will have it 1st and 10. Seth Loffman at center for the Bulldogs. Shotgun formation for Athens. Pass over the middle, complete.
Pass is complete. We got by number 81.
Tackle made by number 81, Eric Kelly. Pass is complete to number 87. That's Mike Grippa, and he was their big receiver last year. He had 14 receptions for 266 yards and a touchdown, Jim.
Tim Kelly about 3.
Bulldog line gives Sparhawk plenty of time to throw the football, and Sparhawk delivered it.
Well, I said people, the 0-10 record last year is a little deceiving. Matt McPhail's done a nice job with the Bulldog team. Flag on the play. Maxwell on the carry. Tackle by McLaughlin, Kimes, and Williams. But I believe it's motion on the Bulldogs, and the Buckeyes, I think, will accept that.
Legal motion on Athens.
Of course, the Lady Buckeyes volleyball team in action right now, 1-1 on the season. Had a big victory against Federal Hocking Tuesday night. They're looking pretty good early in the season. I know you don't have any girls, so you really don't care, but that's too bad. I do, and I care. I'm just like Channel 5. 2nd down and 7.
2nd and about 8.
Wickman, Elliott, Collins, and Roby, defensive backs. We got Stalder, and I believe that's Michael Warren, a linebacker, number 54. Sparhawk on the keeper, and he is hit after a short gain, hit by Chris Williams. And number 54, who is Michael Warren, he is a freshman.
I tell you, that's a very interesting position for a freshman to be playing, his linebacker, with all the reads, but he's doing a good job for the Buckeyes.
I tell you, that freshman team, I believe, went undefeated. You've got, I don't know all the players, but I know you had Zach Odenthal, you've got Ben Roby, you've got Michael Warren, you've got Zach Odenthal. And you've had some nice athletes coming up. And Maxwell on the carry gets the outside, and I'll tell you, that speed will get you a long way. He's taken down by number 11, Brian Elliott, but he will get down inside the 40. He's down at the 38-yard line. We'll have a 1st and 10. So he gained 20 yards, Jim.
Nice run by Maxwell.
Well, and you could hear concern in a lot of coaches' voices about that. You know, you can miss a lot of blocks, and if you got that kind of speed, your back can still get the outside. 1st and 10 Athens. Sparhawk in a shotgun. Goodwin and Maxwell back with him. Throws over the middle. Man is wide open. Touchdown, Athens, complete to number 10, Shamel Maxwell. And they picked on the freshman. And it'll happen. It won't happen very often. He's too good an athlete. 6-zip Athens. 2:54 remaining in the 1st quarter.
Schmel will do the kicking after the touchdown reception.
And Sparhawk holds. Kick is up. Kick is good. 2:54 remaining 1st quarter. Athens 7, Nelsonville-York 0. Shamel Maxwell to kick off for the Bulldogs. Deep for the Buckeyes, we have Stalder, Collins, and Roby. And the up man is Wickman, I believe.
Shamel Maxwell will put his foot to the football.
I can tell you, the Maxwell boys can fly. Both of them pretty good little basketball players, too. Kick will be taken by Collins. Collins gets the outside, breaks free, and he will get it out to about the 42-yard line, where Nelsonville-York have it 1st and 10. Williams, Mitchell, and McLaughlin check in for the Buckeyes. Lawson remains at center. We got Lothman and Lawson.
First and 10 for the Buckeyes on the 41-yard line. The ball at center is Lawson.
Of course, Darren, our center, is only a sophomore.
Holland.
Double wide outs to the left. Stalter picks a hole, and he'll get it to the 45-yard line.
45.
Gain of about 3, 4. Give him 4. Second down and 6.
Right on the tackle.
Roby checks in. I tell you, you feel for the freshman because it's an awful lot of pressure. Of course, Ben, one of the more heralded freshmen coming up, and that's a lot of pressure on a young man. You know it. So Benjamin, one play does not a season make. You know, think of the number of times that McCumber wishes he would have had the opportunity to play to get burned. And I never was good enough to have a chance. Collins back to pass. Got a man open, number 5. Oh, and just through the hands of Wickman. Wickman covered by Maxwell. Third and 6.
And run the ball! Sorry, third.
Matt Hobart checks in for Nelsonville-York, replacing Mitchell.
Just go. Over the ball at center is Lawson.
You know Nelsonville-York, home of the Prey of the Hills and 4,000 sideline coaches. And under pressure and thrown for a big loss by number 66, Thomas Hodges. And I tell you, somebody missed a man. He came through clean. Big loss, punting situation for Nelsonville-York. Zach Odenthal on to snap for Nelsonville-York. And Matt Hobart to do the punting.
Number 34, Matt Hobart.
Nice snap. And number 85 nearly dropped by Elliott, but he slows him down enough. He does get the outside, and he will be hit and taken out of bounds at the 33-yard line, first and 10. Hobart punts it and stops it.
Warhawk with the shotgun.
Athens in the shotgun, I'll tell you. 3 wideouts. Pitches back to Maxwell, and he gets away from 1, but not 2. And I believe, and we have a flag on the play. And I would say it's going to be against Nelsonville-York because the only gold and green out there was Maxwell. Face mask on Nelsonville-York. We'll see if it's a 5 or a 15. Timeout on the field. Seth Lothman at center. That was a 15-yard face mask, so Athens in Nelsonville-York territory to 49. First and 10. Backs in the eye. Sparhawk. Draw to Maxwell, and he steps around 2 or 3 players, gets the outside, and will be hit. McLaughlin and Collins on the stop, along with Elliott. But I tell you, it looks like he stopped line of scrimmage, Jim. He gets that little juke step, and he's gone. So I guarantee you the defensive coaches right now, especially Tim Watkins, telling them, boys, you got to play in your lanes. You cannot cut him because he will get the outside and smoke you.
7 carries, 42 yards for Kaheem Maxwell.
They said he had turf toe.
He's limping a little bit.
And he is going off. And backs in the eye, Maxwell out. And that will end the first quarter. So at the end of 1 here at Dave Boston Field. Athens Bulldogs 7, Nelsonville-York 0. Second down and 6 for Athens. Maxwell back in the contest. Sparhawk takes the snap, hands the first man through, and he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. First man to hit him is Ricky Kimes. No gain, bring up a 3rd down and 6.
Ricky Kimes, a returning letterman for the Buckeyes.
And Ricky, probably the biggest defender that we've got. They've got him listed at 5'10", 255, and Ricky is a senior. Of course.
Over the ball at the center is Lawson.
North and Kynes, McLaughlin, Altier, Williams, defensive line. McLaughlin, Little Nate's always in there. Not so little. And a big blitz, and Elliott takes Sparhawk down for a big loss. Nice defensive call. Brings up a 4th and 16 punting situation for the Bulldogs.
4th down.
Was that Nathan in there with him, I believe, wasn't it?
It was a good defensive pursuit for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, Brian listed at 5'9", 155, and he carries pretty good wallop for a little guy.
Stalder and Collins back deep.
One Bulldog.
Sparhawk will boot it away.
Nice snap. Ball is shanked, and it will take a Nelsonville-York bounce out of bounds, and the Buckeyes will have it at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10. Nelsonville-York, Collins, backs in the eye. We have McLeod and Stalder. Mitchell and Elliott wide right. Wickman wide left. Option. Collins hit by a couple Bulldogs. He'll pick up about 2, bring up a 2nd down and 8. Did I tell you that Mr. Edwards was nice enough to give my daughters who are now driving a job?
44,
They're working down at Edwards?
Harder than that.
Yeah, wrong. He is. Wrong Edwards, the younger one.
Still hasn't become wise.
Roby in, Elliott out. Roby and Mitchell wide right. Wickman wide left. McLeod the up man. Lost their center. Collins, hand off the up man. That is McLeod. Tyrone will pick up a couple, bring up a 3rd and make it 3rd and 6. He hired, he hired them both in there. Carrie's running cash register. He hired Amanda as a bagger, but she's ready to quit already. Have you seen his new orange juice machine? He got one in, I guess about 3 weeks ago. You can get anywhere from a quart to a gallon of fresh squeezed orange juice. You have to have someone run it, though. And Amanda wanted to run it instead of bagging groceries. He said, Amanda, you can't do that. And she said, why not? And he said, Amanda, everybody knows that baggers can't be juicers. Collins has a man open, and it's caught by Mitchell. And Eric Mitchell on a comeback gets it at the 35-yard line. Is that one of those area passes? He had 2 guys in the area, so he just threw it.
One of you catch it.
Yeah. So that was one of those deception plays because everybody was deceived, including Eric Mitchell.
Big pickup, though, for the Buckeyes, trailing 7-0 early in the 2nd quarter. That would have been brought up 4th down if that was not complete.
And a nice heads-up play by Mitchell because with both of them back there, he just turned, looked back, and came to the ball. Nice play. Nice throw by Seth. Stalder up the gut. Stalder to the outside. Nathan got some running room. Nathan runs over 1, 2 players, gets it down to the 1-yard line. 1st and goal from the 2. Marking down to 2 for Nathan Stalder. Nice run, and saying Max not the only one with speed.
34-yard pickup for Stalder.
Elliott brings the play in, replacing Ben Roby.
5 carries, 67 yards for Nathan Stalder.
Well, I made the comment, I think, the 1st or 2nd game last year that Nathan would be our next 1,000-yard rusher. You better not let me down, big boy. 1st and goal, Nelsonville-York. Collins takes a snap, keeps it, and he is close to the goal line. No mark. He is stopped just short, I believe, of the goal line. If that's where they mark it, where the rest stand, that's one of the worst spots I've ever seen in my life because he surged forward a foot past that.
I think he was 1/16 of an inch short of that goal line.
I believe you're right. You know, it's scary when you agree with Jack Simon.
Same thing. Over the ball is Lawson.
Seth on the keeper, fumble in the end zone. And it's a touchback. So Athens with a great defensive play, fumble on the play, and they'll get it at the 20. Timeout on the field. We're back in. I think the only discussion was whether or not he was across the goal when he fumbled it. I really don't think he had possession at all, Jim. You throw it deep here, try to bite him in a hurry. Sparhawk to Max. Oh, to the first man through. I believe that's number 47, Matt Goodwin. He'll pick up a couple.
Corey Altier on the...
Number 75, Altier on the stop for the Buckeyes. Corey got a little size to him. Got him listed 5'11", 200.
That last call there was a very tough judgment call for an official because Seth Collins reaching over trying to break the plane, and that's where you got to make that judgment. Did he break the plane before he lost the ball? And they ruled that he didn't.
So the Buckeyes look like they're about to score in Athens. It's a big break. Shotgun for Sparhawk and a bad snap. He picks it up, throws it over the middle, and is incomplete to Maxwell, and he is popped by number 5, Jason Wickman. So a nice play by Sparhawk and a nice play by Wickman. 7:42 remaining second quarter, 7-zip Athens.
And of course, on that last play, just getting back for the final time. Of course, if that ball broke the plane, it's a touchdown. He don't have to be tackled first. As soon as it touches the goal line, it's touchdown, no matter whether he's up or down. But they ruled that it was not yet in.
McCumber, I know your heart's broken, but they've already ruled it. They're going to change it, okay?
Sparhawk in the shotgun.
3rd and 7. Sparhawk, high snap over the middle, incomplete, intended for Goodwin. So Athens in a punting situation. Buckeyes should get good field position. Timeout. Sparhawk to punt for to Nelsonville-York. Nice punt. Stalder picks it up, cuts a couple defenders, gets to the outside. He's got some running room. Nathan with a nice cut. He gets it down inside the 25-yard line. Flag on the play. Is it on Athens for a hold or on Nelsonville-York for a clip? We'll have to see. And let's see what they're going to call here. Did you like that? Now, Joe Edwards told me procedure against Athens. No. Joe told me you'd be the only person in the county like that, Joe. You stored it in your memory banks, didn't you?
Probably so.
Yeah. 1st and 10, Nelsonville-York at the 20, where they have it, Jim? 20, looks like the 21-yard line.
5-7-5-4. 7:05.
Wonder if Reverend Johnson traded some of that gray hair for the none that I have. Shotgun for Nelsonville-York. And we've got 6 receivers. Oh, quarterback keeper, Collins. And he fumbled the ball again. And it is recovered, I believe, by Nelsonville-York. I believe Wickman got it.
I think you're right.
I don't know, but go get some of that grip tight for Seth. Seth, I have a coronary. I'm suing your dad.
5-7-5-4. 7:05. Green.
Who was the tight end for Oakland that fumbled in Indians? That's what they were doing. They
5.
kicking that around. Nelsonville-York comes way inside the 10-yard line. 1st and 10 at about the 9. 1st and goal from the 9. How's that? Stalder gets it down to about the 8. Not a lot of running room in between the tackles.
Not much on that play. Buckeyes will have 2nd and goal from about the 8.
Well, one thing about it, this is definitely 4-down territory. Boy, it is a beautiful evening in here. You know, it's been 90 for 3 solid weeks, and all of a sudden it's down to about 68 degrees. It is great. Collins. Pitch back to Stalder, and he fumbles it. He recovers it at the 10, brings up a 3rd and goal. I'll tell you, things are a little shaky for the Buckeyes right now on the exchanges. It's at the 11, so it'll be 3rd and goal from the 11-yard line. Now, this is the point last year where you'd say more room for Gale to get yardage. So we'll just say this is more room for Stalder to get yardage. How's that? We'll start a new era.
I remember saying that a few times.
A few times? I was hearing it in my sleep.
Over the ball. Center field ball.
Wickman, Elliott, and Mitchell at end. Collins. And he's going to be stopped at the original line of scrimmage. So bring up a 4th and goal from about the 10-yard line.
4th down, as you said, for the Buckeyes. Will they elect to kick the field goal or go for it?
No, they'll go for it. I don't think last year I think you'd see a field goal from Steinbrink, but with this being the first year that you've got Jason in there kicking, what would you do?
10 yards.
I'll tell you what's
to pick up.
If you're an Athens Bulldog fan and you turn us away, you tickle death. Nelsonville-York can't afford to miss too many opportunities down this close and not score. It really takes the heart out of a team. Timeout, Athens. 4th and goal for Nelsonville-York. And we have, it doesn't matter whether it's caught or not, because we had 2 men in motion. I don't think in high school ball, it looked like Canadian Football League there. I think it was, I'm not sure, who was it, Stalder, and I'm not sure who the other one was. So we had 2 men in motion backfield, so that'll back us up 5. That just gives them more room to run a pattern. Hobart gets instructions from Coach Meade on the sidelines, and he will report in, replacing number 12, Eric Mitchell. 4th and goal from the 16-yard line.
Over the ball at the center is Lawson.
Roby and Stalder in the backfield. Pass complete. Oh, incomplete to Wickman. Big hit. Big lick laid on by, I believe, number 85, Chad Thomas. And Jason's slow to get up, and he is hurt. He's holding that arm. He got popped really good. Timeout on the field. And Mr. Wickman comes off, and it looks like it might have just been his crazy bone, Jim. He was moving the arm okay, but he got a pretty good lick. I thought he caught it.
That was a great defensive play. Collins put it right on the numbers. Wickman was 2 yards deep into the end zone for the touchdown, and nice breakup by the Bulldogs.
So Athens once again turns Nelsonville-York away. 5:15 remaining in the first half, and they lead 7-zip, and they've got the ball at the 15. 16, I guess. Sparhawk back to pass, over the middle, caught and dropped. And they do rule it incomplete. Intended for number 47, Matt Goodwin. But I tell you, those guys in defensive backfield got to keep after that ball, because I didn't hear him whistle blow, did you?
Yeah, it was blowing.
Oh, shut up. I just said, well, there's nothing like having your partner support you. You know what? I'm trying to make a point here. You know.
And it was a good call.
16 years with you. You know, this is enough. 2nd and 10. 5:10 remaining.
Mr. Tom Odenball wins the game ball, but he said we can go ahead and use it the rest of the game.
And we have Maxwell isolated on the freshman out here again.
Stay close.
And hands off to the deep back Maxwell, and he is hit in the middle of the line. Stopped for little if no gain. I see, I believe, number 54 in on the stop, Michael Warren, and number 75, Corey Altair. Good gain of 1, brings up a 3rd and 9.
Once again, if the Buckeyes could hold him again, they could get good field position.
I see Kathy must be enjoying herself tonight. She got all 3 of you here at the football game. She down Federal Hockey?
Actually, Alexander, her nephew, playing for the Alexander Spartans.
Sparhawk takes a snap. Back to pass, and he is going to be sacked. Sacked by Brian Elliott. And right there, in case Elliott didn't take him down, I believe was Nathan McLaughlin. And I think Nate wanted him to hold him up for a minute so he could lay a lick on him. Tell you, Sparhawk's a nice-looking quarterback for Athens, you know, and he does a nice job. Obviously, his mother must have been a heck of an athlete, because I know John wasn't that good. Sparhawk kicking from his own end zone.
And Wickman into the game. It's nice to see.
And a nice kick. Fair catch called for by Collins at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10, Nelsonville-York. Backs in the eye and split. And our first man through, Tyrone McLeod. Tyrone with running room. Nice run by the fullback. He'll pick up about 9, bring up a second one. Nice straight ahead running. Tyrone kept the feet moving, and he's telling the crowd, and he's right. Come on, let's hear some noise. Clock's running, 3:23 remaining. Nelsonville-York would like to pull even here before the half ends.
Tyrone McLeod's a load once he gets in the open field. He gets the speed, little journeying down the field.
Tyrone comes from a deep gene pool, too. And up, keeper by Collins, pitch back to Stalter, and he'll get the first down. I tell you, I hate to be, I'm not trying to be critical, but man, that ball's flying around an awful lot. These guys scaring me to death. It looks like a volleyball match.
Just about had a heart attack.
I thought McLeod had it, and then Seth had it, and I didn't think anybody had it. Looks like one of those old cartoons from the 40s where it says, follow the bouncing ball, and then we sing along. First and 10, Nelsonville-York at the 25-yard line, just inside the 25. Clock's running, 2:43 remaining in the first half. And we have timeout on field called by Nelsonville-York at 2:42 mark. They trail 7-zip. Time is in. First and 10, Nelsonville-York. Collins. Hand off the first man through. McLeod, he'll get it down to the 21-yard line. Pretty soon the clock's going to become a factor. He'll gain about 2, Jim. Make it second down 8. Tyrone running hard. Elliott brings the play in, replacing Ben Roby.
Tyrone leaving on the McLeod.
Thank you, Chris. I wish it was like Berman. Stalter's a deep back. Lawson at center. Seth takes the snap. Back to pass. Has a man wide open. Number 12, Eric Mitchell. Touchdown, Nelsonville-York. And he was wide open. He pulls the Buckeyes within 1, and a beautiful pass by Seth Collins. If Mitchell would have dropped that, his family would have hunted him down like a dog.
Give the Buckeyes coaches some credit. They must have seen something from up above. He was wide open. Nobody was within 20 yards of him.
Nice play. I tell you, those are the ones that scare you, though, because you're so wide open. You've got all that time to think about, look it into my hands, don't drop it. Buckeyes going for 2. Stalter in motion. Everybody in a pass pattern. And Stalter will get it in for the 2-point conversion. At the 1:57 mark of the first half, Nelsonville-York takes the lead 8-7. Timeout on the field.
Picking off for the Buckeyes.
And we have Maxwell deep for Athens. Tyrone is taken by the up man. That's number 36 on the carry. And he will be taken down at the... Where are we at, James? Just shy of the 40-yard line. It's about the 38-yard line. Somebody thought there was a fumble on the field, but nothing called. Athens with the ball. 1:49 remaining in the first half, and Athens with excellent field position. They're at the 39-yard line.
About the 39-yard line.
Tell you, how many times do you see a freshman calling the defensive signals?
Not too often. But really, he's done an excellent job at linebacker thus far. There's been a few plays where I've just focused on him, and he's done a fine job.
Shotgun, Sparhawk. Sparhawk looks downfield, has a man, and he is overthrown. Thank goodness, number 85, Chad Thomas, the intended receiver. Second down, 10. Just saw Eric Mitchell walking down the sidelines, slipped and almost fell down. I thought, Mitchell, how can you look so graceful on the field and you can't walk sidelines? What's wrong with you? Sparhawk up under center. Hands off to Maxwell, and he is hit in the backfield by Chris Williams. And number 56, Sean North, thrown for a big loss. Loss of 5. Bring up a 3rd and 15, and Chris was in there right now. So right now the Nelsonville-York defense is just dominating the line of scrimmage.
13.
They are picking it up now. As you said, they're getting a lot of rush on Sparhawk. When they don't sack him, he's getting hit after the throw. And that time Maxwell with a 5-yard loss. And as we said in the beginning of the game, that's what you got to do to neutralize that speed, is just bottle it up.
Seth Loffman at center. Sparhawk, back split. And hand off the first man through, and he'll gain 1 or 2. Nelsonville-York wants a timeout. 54 is on the stop, Michael Warren, and we have a timeout on the field. Sparhawk back to punt for Athens. Stalter and Collins deep for the Buckeyes. Good snap, Sparhawk. Nice kick. And he did not touch it. And the ball will be downed at about the 13-yard line. So I think you just see Nelsonville-York run the clock out.
11-yard line.
I believe you're right. Hand it off. Of course, if it busted for some good yardage, you may see something different. But
I thought Coach Cannon was going to have a stroke up here. He seems to be okay now. Kevin thought he touched the ball. So I don't know who the firemen are on duty, but your chief just had a coronary. You have to get him over here.
Jeremy Berwanger in the ball game for the Buckeyes.
Kevin in favor of the passing attack.
Yeah. Backs in the eye, 3 wideouts for Nelsonville-York. Clock's running at 14 seconds. Hand off to Stalter, straight up the middle. And they say fumble on the play, but it was ruled down, I believe. 5 seconds to go. And he was down when the ball was. Second down. And that wasn't, it was a nice try, but it really wasn't close because he was down a long time before the ball came out. Roby in, Elliott out. What do you do here, Jim? And nothing. Go to the locker room. At the end of 1, Nelsonville-York leads the Athens Bulldogs 8-7. Maxwell kicking off for Athens.
Buckeyes 2 of 4 passing, 37 yards for 93 yards, 130 total yards.
And the up man, Wickman, takes it, and he is hit hard, and he will be down at about the 31-yard line. We'll have a 1st and 10 for Nelsonville-York.
And Wickman looks to be down once again.
Yard line.
Timeout on the field. And on that hit on the kickoff, that was Jason Wickman. And hopefully, as a precautionary measure, they did take him away in EMS. And I think he might have gotten knocked out. And hopefully, you know, they always do that. And we hope for the best. He's a fine young man. So Nelsonville-York will have the football 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Lawson at center. Seth Collins, the quarterback. Backs in the eye. Hand off to McLeod. Tyrone spinning, and he'll gain about 3 or 4. Kind of brings the game back into perspective, doesn't it?
Really does. You just hate to see that. And again, fortunate enough, it did look like he was moving a leg or both of his legs there for a couple seconds. And of course, our prayers go out to that young man and his family. Hopefully, like you said, it is just precautionary. He'll be just fine.
Roby brings into play, replacing Brian Elliott. 11:22 remaining. Buckeyes leading 8-7 to start second half. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. I'll give him 4 on that last carry. Backs are split. McLeod in motion. McLeod and Collins on the carry, and he is popped by number 75. The ball is taken away by number 64, and it's going to be a touchdown for Athens. And the Buckeyes with another turnover, and their trail 13-8. 11 minutes even remaining in the third quarter, and Athens will go for the extra point. Nelsonville-York plagued by turnovers, Jim, here early in the contest.
Buckeyes have lost 2 fumbles, and there's been 2 or 3 others that they were able to get back, but they did fumble.
Timeout, Athens. And Athens is going to get called for, well, maybe not. He gets in position. Good job. Athens going for 2. Back to pass is Sparhawk. He's under heavy pressure, and he will be throw for the 2-point conversion. Was it good or not?
It was good.
It was good. So Sparhawk got away from a host of Buckeyes, and they lead 15-8. Timeout on the field. So the Buckeyes trail by 7. Big play by the Athens defense. Maxwell to kick off. High and short. It will be taken by Collins. Seth goes to the outside, but he will be taken down by number 82. He went 20 yards, but unfortunately it was sideways. Couldn't get to the outside. The Athens players all stayed in their lanes. Held him down there, so the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10 from about the 26-yard line, Jim. All right.
On the tackle.
So Nelsonville-York needs to punch one in, stay in this contest. In replacing Wickman, we have number 26, Flint Smathers. He's a freshman.
Calling the signal.
Pitch back to Stalter. Buckeyes fumble it, and he's taken down the backfield. And I'll tell you, things do not look good for the Buckeyes. Their offense right now is just not clicking on all cylinders. So we'll lose 2, bring a 2nd 12. But we've got too many skilled athletes out there for this, I believe, to last. They just got to get together. Of course, the deal with Mr. Wickman, you know, has got to upset the team a little bit. Athens playing really well right now. You got to give them credit. They didn't come here to play dead. 2nd 12. Pass in and out of the hands of number 7, Ben Roby. 3rd down and 12. Pass was right on the money. He'll catch the next one.
This could be a big 3rd down and 12. Right now, of course, the Bulldogs with the momentum, and you hate to see them get the ball back.
Unless you're a Bulldog fan.
Yeah, that's true.
Over the ball.
9:59 remaining third quarter. Athens 15, Nelsonville-York 8. Collins, nice loft pass intended for Roby, and it's intercepted by number 85, Chad Thomas, and he runs it back down to where we at, the 25-yard line, 26-yard line, where Athens will have it 1st and 10 in scoring position. Timeout.
About 20 your distance.
Off in the center. Tell you, Athens in the shotgun.
Buckeyes with 3 turnovers, Athens with none.
The shotgun.
Sparhawk, pass. Oh, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. And I can't tell if that's number 85. Chad Thomas. 2nd 10. Of course, this game brought to you by Nelsonville TV Cable Company.
We're locally owned, and we're here because we care. James getting more on camera.
James, I do what Julie tells me, Whitmore on camera.
Sparhawk in the shotgun.
Sparhawk back to pass. And he overthrew everyone but the referee on that one. Joey had a couple of Buckeyes right in his face, and it was a timing pattern, just didn't get it there. James told me before the game, he said, I run things around my house, you know, vacuum cleaner, washer, dryer. 3rd and 10. So Athens, you can't blame them going for the big score, Jim. Get the Buckeyes down, too. Be tough to come back. Game ain't over.
A little shotgun once again.
Pitch back to number 36. Look at this. Look at this guy scamper. First and goal from the 10-yard line. And I believe that was number 36 on the carry, Jim. I think that was Brad Wharton. And that was a nice pitch by Sparhawk. So Athens driving. And it looks like they can get a first down just shy of the goal line. So say 1st and 10 from the 10.5-yard line.
And 10 for the Bulldogs.
And there's a hush over the Nelsonville-York stands.
Guys need the big defensive play.
Sparhawk to Max. Oh, number 47 on the carry. That's Matt Goodwin. Fumble on the play. And Athens recovers it. 2nd down. Checking in for Nelsonville-York, we have number 58, Darren Lawson. And we have an Athens player down. Timeout. They can get a first down. We have Maxwell split wide to the right on Elliott. Thomas, I believe, split wide to the left. And a sack. I'm going to be sacked, I thought, by number 56, but he gets the pass away on the pressure. That was Sean North. Nice job by Sparhawk to elude him. Brings up a 3rd and 8. Good defensive pressure by the Buckeyes.
Good play by Sparhawk to stay on his feet and get rid of it. That was going to be a big loss, and he's able to keep it right back at the line of scrimmage with the incomplete pass.
Well, that's what he did on that 2-point conversion, too. Looked like the Buckeyes had him, and he just kept running and running. Young man's a fine little quarterback. And Joe, he's 6'1", 180. He's not that little, and he's only a junior, too. Third down 8. Good one in motion. And Sparhawk wants the timeout. 8:40 remaining 3rd quarter. Bulldogs leading 15-8. 3rd down and a long 7 for Athens. I think they're in 4-down territory without a doubt. Sparhawk back to pass. Under some pressure. And he will be sacked. Corey Altier, Nathan Stalder, Nathan McLaughlin. Big loss.
They had Stalder coming on that linebacker blitz, and as we know, Stalder could move pretty quickly, and he got in there in a hurry.
Joey Sparhawk looked up, and all he saw was brown, orange, and white. 4th down and about 19, Mr. McCumber.
About 18.
I believe they'll go for it.
What was your first indication?
A little bit outside of field goal range.
Sparhawk throws the pass up, and it is just out of the hands. Incomplete, intended for number 47, Matt Goodwin. Good defensive stand for the Buckeyes. They'll take the ball over on the 19-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Buckeyes. Backs in the eye. Collins. Draw to Stalder. Nathan straight up the gut. Nathan will pick up a nice gain. Looks like he'll gain about 7. Bring up a 2nd and 3. I believe I just run Nathan down the field till he scored. What do you say? Alternate with Tyrone. Let him carry the ball a few times. 30, 40 yards here or there.
Stalder, 11 carries, 82 yards.
About 2.
I believe Roby came in and Elliott came out.
Over the ball at the center.
Give him 8 on that last carry, Mr. McCumber. Stalder. Nathan through the line of scrimmage. He'll pick up about 5. And we have an Athens player down on the field. Number 36. That is Brad Wharton. Timeout. Nelsonville-York with the 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. 7:02 remaining in the 3rd quarter. They trail by a touchdown and an extra point. Got Hobie, number 34, Matt Hobart, splitting wide to the left. Stalder up the middle, breaks a tackle, breaks another. He'll gain 13, 14. Give him 14 on the carry, Mr. McCumber. Nice hard running and nice blocking at the point of attack for Nelsonville-York.
13 carries, 100 yards for Stalder.
Officials asking for another football. I tell you, for no bigger than what he is, he runs hard.
Hold the ball there, ball.
Buckeyes back to pass. Pass is complete to number 11, Elliott, and Elliott is out of bounds at the 13-yard line. A 41-yard pass completion from Collins to Elliott. Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Nice pass.
Elliott limping. Looks like he might have might be a cramp. I thought it might have been an ankle, but he laid down, put that leg up in the air for the trainer to work on.
Buckeyes with a 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. And James signaled me we're going back on because the goal line scrimmage. Now they're back out. So we'll have a timeout on the field while they repair Mr. Elliott's cramp. McCumber just said option. I'll option you. Roby and Mitchell wide right. Hobart wide left. Backs in the eye. McLeod and Stalder. Hand off to Stalder. Cuts it up the gut. Stalder in the open. Down to the goal line. Stalder. Touchdown. Nelsonville-York. What a run by Nathan Stalder. And that gives Mr. Stalder 100 and what? Gain of 14, Jim.
114.
114. Nice lead block by Tyrone McLeod. Nice blocking by the offensive line.
Buckeyes will probably go for 2, and again, I believe...
and they want a timeout.
Again, as you said, Buckeyes want a timeout. On the extra points and field goals, I believe Jason Wickman is the kicker, and again, he is injured in the game, so no doubt the Buckeyes will go for 2.
Timeout. Darren Lawson leads these troops to line. Collins calling signals. Takes the snap. Pitch back to Stalder, and Nathan Stalder trots in. And he walked that puppy in.
I just got through saying during that timeout, you may see the option on this one.
You say the option. You say the option on every play. 6:26 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Nelsonville-York 16, Athens 15. Timeout. Tyrone McLeod kicking off for Nelsonville-York. Taken by Maxwell. Up the middle, he's hit by number 42, Jason Russell, and he is dropped in his tracks at the 30-yard line. Flag on the play. Face mask. Face mask on Nelsonville-York.
Jason Russell in on the tackle, a sophomore for the Buckeyes.
And we're going to have a 15-yard penalty on Nelsonville-York right now. 3rd penalty on the Buckeyes, Mr. McCumber says, for 35 yards. Athens has 1 for 5. Spar Hawk in the shotgun.
Come on.
Buckeyes on the blitz. Pass nearly intercepted by Ben Roby. Nice play by Roby.
Ben Roby growing up in a hurry.
I'll tell you, Ben Roby's a terrific little athlete, you know, and I said they're going to pick on him early. But he's too good an athlete, too good a kid to let it get him down. Ben will turn around and make a great play. It's an awful lot of pressure we put on. We've got, what, 3 or 4 freshmen playing? A lot. A lot of pressure on freshmen.
Over the ball at the center.
2nd down 10. Laughlin at center. Athens still in a shotgun. I'll tell you, we got a man uncovered out here. Nelsonville-York does come over on him. Farhawk. Under some pressure, fumble on the play, and the ball will be recovered by whoever has it. And Nelsonville-York has the football. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. 5:45 remaining in the 3rd quarter, and the Buckeye fans are on their feet.
Ball popped loose, and the Buckeyes are fortunate enough to get it. That's the Bulldogs' first turnover.
What'd you say? They owe us 2 more? Like it or not, I still think play of the game was when the Athens Bulldog took it out. Seth's hands ran in for a touchdown. Seth, no offense to you. That was a nice play. Seth's been getting whacked pretty good, and he's just like Timex. He just keeps on ticking. Clock's running, 5:33 remaining third quarter. Buckeyes by 1, and they've got the ball in great field position at the, they say, 39-yard line. Seth, calling signal. Takes a snap. Pass out on the flat to Elliott. Elliott, and we have a, well, no face mask call. And there's a flag from the back judge. There was a face mask, and the side judge did not see it. So you're going to see the ball move down the field. He grabbed it. So we'll see if that won't back him up. I think it's going to be a 15-yarder. And I think Athens thinks the same thing.
Look like a cow being driven.
5, 10, and 15. The ball will be moved down to the 16-yard line, where Nelsonville-York will have it first and 10. Mr. Maxwell just hit him high. I don't think he meant to do it, but when you grab it, they're going to call it. So the Buckeyes on the move. Stalter. Nathan with a nice cut gets it down inside the 10-yard line. He'll be stopped down around the 9. Give him 7 on the carry.
Second down.
If you notice, every other game I move sides from Mr. McCumber because he beats me to death, and I want to keep my bruises evened up. Give him 8, 2nd and 2. And off first man through McLeod, fumble on the play. Ball is loose, and I believe Athens will recover it. And the Bulldogs have it. So another turnover for Nelsonville-York. That's the bad news. The good news is the Bulldogs will have it down at about the 1-yard line or 1-foot line. 4:34 remaining third quarter. Timeout on the field. Ball is on the 1-yard line. 1st and 10. Maxwell. And he'll get it out to about the 6-yard line. He'll gain 5. Young man running hard.
Maxwell is on the ground.
And Mr. Maxwell gets up and goes back to the huddle. 2nd down and 5.
Buckeyes up 16-15, but twice they've fumbled down close to the goal line of the Athens Bulldogs. Of course, give credit, the Bulldogs are popping it loose. They're laying some good hits on the Buckeyes.
They came to play. 3:53 remaining in the third quarter. Buckeyes by 1. Backs in the eye. To the first man through. And that is number 47, Matt Goodwin. And he'll get the first down. He'll get it out to about the, where are we at, Jim? The 15-yard line? 1st and 10 to 15. Of course, right now, I'll tell you, it's a great football game, but I can't get my mind off of Mr. Wickman. I certainly hope the young man's okay.
Watson over the ball after turn.
Buckeyes need a big stop right here. Barhawk to Maxwell. He loses the first man, but he doesn't lose the rest of them, and he is popped. Ricky Kimes, number 54. Michael Warren, Nathan Stalter, Brian Elliott. Man, they were all there. He'll lose 1, make it 2nd 11.
There was nothing there whatsoever for Maxwell. He saw a wall of Buckeyes coming and just kind of put his head down.
And he protected the football.
Yep.
That's what you've got to do. How many yards does Mr. Maxwell have on the evening?
43 on 12 carries.
So really the Buckeyes have done well to contain him. And he comes out, and he's limping. So the deep back is now Goodwin, and the up back is number 36, I believe, Brad Wharton. And we have a flag on the play, and I believe it is too much time. We'll see what the call is. And Mr. McCumber says the back judge called it, so Athens will be backed up 5, make it 2nd and 15. I'll tell you, you couldn't pick a nicer night or a better game to start the season. I'm sure the coaches don't feel that way about all the turnovers, but, you know, excitement at its best. I said sometimes we lose perspective that this is just a game, guys. These are 14 to 18-year-old kids out there playing. Sparhawk to the up man. That's number 36. He's got some running room, but Roby will take him down. Nice tackle by Ben Roby. Nice open field tackle. Nice run. But Roby saves the first down and possibly even a lot more. So give him 10, make it 3rd and 5 now. In for the game is number 26, Flynn Smathers, and he'll replace number 28, I believe. That's Parker Elliott. Of course, Mr. Smathers, 6 foot, 170-pound freshman. And the first man through will get the first down. He's taken down by Chris Williams, but he will get the first down, and that is number 47, Matt Goodwin.
Goodwin, the ball carrier.
So it looks like the Buckeyes had him backed up. Athens rallies. A couple little traps, Jim.
7 first downs for Athens. Buckeyes with 11. Goodwin 27 yards on 5 carries.
1:26 remaining in the 3rd quarter, and the clock is running, and the Buckeyes by 1. Seth Collins comes out. Looks like he's limping a little bit. Maxwell, and he is hitting the backfield, spins away, but will be taken down. Looks like he'll gain about 1, maybe 2. I see Corey Altier getting off the pile. And Chris Williams. Give him 2, 2nd down 8. Jack says Ricky Kimes was in there, so I'll call Ricky's number 2, number 69.
Lawson holds the ball at the center.
Sparhawk
Calling the signal.
He takes a snap. Back to pass. Has a man open. That's number 47, Goodwin, and it is complete. Good for the first down at the 43-yard line. He's tackled
Goodwin on the
by number 21, Stalter, and by number 28, Parker Elliott. First down out to the 43-yard line, they mark it.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Nice pass, nice little play action.
Yard line.
Good play by the Bulldogs, moving the ball. They started on their own 1-yard line.
Chad Thomas split wide left, isolated on the freshman Roby. Double wide out to the short side. Pitch back to Maxwell, and he slips, and he'll lose 5, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It's the end of 3 here at Dave Boston Field. Nelsonville-York 16, Athens Bulldogs 15. Timeout. 2nd and 13. Chad Thomas comes wide to the left. Maxwell wide right. Sparhawk in the shotgun. Low snap. He looks over the middle. Has a man wide open. No one covered the tight end, number 87. And that is Mike Griffin. I mean, he was absolutely wide open. And that's, you know, that's the safety's man in the middle. I believe safety should take the tight end. I'm not sure. But it is good for the first down. Athens driving. Start the 4th quarter. So Athens looking to punch it in, and Nelsonville-York looking to get a turnover or stop them on downs. And off the first man through, it's number 36, and he will be hit by a host of Buckeyes. He'll get a couple. I see Ricky Kimes getting up off the pile, along with Eric Kelly. I believe number 81 is in there. And 54, Michael Warren, just a freshman. Kelly out.
Second and 8.
Gain of 2, second down and 8.
Over the ball at the center.
Sparhawk over center. Back to Goodwin, and he eludes one player, eludes two, but he will be taken down by the third Buckeye to get to him. He broke a tackle, I believe Chris Williams on the stop. So nice running, he gains about 4. Bring up about 3rd and 4. Better jump up to thumb footballs. Footballs fill the air here at Dave Boston Field.
3rd and 4. Over the ball at the center is
Sparhawk to the second back through, and that is Maxwell. He stopped, I believe, short of the first down. Brings up an interesting situation here for Athens, but I'm sure they're going to go for it. Make it a 4th and a long one, 4th and 2. Clock running at 9:56, and I'm sure you're going to see the Bulldogs go for it. We'll just have to see if Matt McPhail needs a timeout. Obviously not. Number 79 checks in the ballgame, Jim Llewellyn. He'll bring the play in, replacing number 64, Frank Parker.
This could be the play of the game. 4th and 2 for Athens on the Buckeye 31.
Sparhawk, the second back through. That's Maxwell, and he is stopped, and he will get the first down. Fumble on the play, but it goes out of bounds. Athens will maintain possession. And we'll see where the ball that Jim says knocked back, but I believe it's beyond the 40. We'll have to see where they mark it at. First down, Athens. So a good initial stop. Once again, the Buckeyes fail to wrap the ball carrier up, and he eludes the grasp. Did fumble on the play, but it went out of bounds before a Buckeye or a Bulldog could get to it. Timeout, Nelsonville-York. 9:20 remaining in the contest. Athens with the big first down at the 27-yard line. Sparhawk takes the snap, back to pass, has a man open, throws over the middle, incomplete. I think he double pumped to number 36, Brad Wharton, and I'm not so sure that Wharton didn't come up with the leg cramp again. I think he had one earlier because he stopped right in the middle of his route, and he's going off the field now. Second down and 10. And he short-armed that one. I think he was looking, and looked like Wharton was going to be open for a minute, and he just pulled up short. So the Buckeyes get a break.
Second down and 10. I thought that was a good call by Matt McPhail. Mix it up a little bit, and as you said, if it wasn't for the leg cramp, it was good play action on the fake.
Athens in the shotgun. Sparhawk on the keeper, and he will be hit and buried by number 21, Nathan Stalter, and Ricky Kimes, number 69, really forced it. And a great job by the cover man. Who came up and covered?
McLaughlin. He was all
covered
over Kaheem Maxwell, and Sparhawk
he could not pitch
it.
Great job, Nate.
And 11.
And that's what sometimes you don't look at is you think, well, it's a nice tackle. Well, somebody had to cover the back man. Somebody had to cover the pitch man. Nathan's a senior. We expect nothing less than the best, Nathan. I guess I'll let you drive my Jeep again anytime you want to. 3rd and 11. And off the first man through. And he dives forward close to the first down. I'll tell you, boy, the Buckeyes get down to where they've got a 3rd and long, and they give up a ton of yardage on that 3rd down play. Bring up a 4th and 2. I'll tell you, This is some heart-stopping action here at Dave Boston Field.
For another 4th down and 2. Almost 8 minutes remaining. Running down to 8 minutes.
Hey, you gotta stop them on 3rd and long, boys. Whether it's high school, college, or pros, you can't give up that. Sparhawk calling signal. Hands off to the second back through, and that is Maxwell, and he is stopped. I don't know if he got it or not. It's going to be close. McCumber says he's short, but we're going to see where they spot it. Depends on the spot. They're going to call for a measurement. First down, Nelsonville-York. McCumber, your eyes are wonderful. So the Buckeyes with a big defensive play. I thought they could at least call for a mark. It's the Nelsonville-York. Big defensive play. Clock's running. 7:38 remaining in the contest. McCumber says, what'd you say? Stalter left, Stalter right?
Something like that.
Option play. Seth, the quarterback. And off to Nathan Stalter. Nathan with some running room, and he's taken down. Nice shoestring tackle, I believe, by number 44, I believe, Sean Cutright. Give him 5. 2nd down and 5.
2nd down 5.
Not time for one of them good old-fashioned Dave Boston grounded-out drives here.
Seth to Stalter with some running room, and Nathan gets it out to the 42-yard line. 42, so give him 17.
Broke it. Use it again. First and 10 for the Buckeyes.
Nathan running hard.
143 yards on 17 carries for Nathan Stalter.
Why is the clock stopped?
Over the ball. At the center is Lawson.
Now they're changing footballs. And now we go. Now the clock will start. Stalter. Nathan for another 4. I believe he was tripped up initially by number 36, Brad Wharton. So the Buckeyes getting it out close to midfield.
Of course, I mentioned legendary coach Dave Boston there and his time-consuming drives. I'd also like to mention once again, of course, everybody knows that longtime coach Tom McLaughlin resigned before the season started this year, and he gave the Buckeyes many years of service as the defensive coordinator, and the Buckeyes always had a great defense. And I believe he was the last of the state championship coaches.
I'm not so sure if he was or if Tim Watkins was helping or not. I mean, I can't remember.
I'm not sure, but I was thinking Tim came along just a couple years after the state championship team. But I
could
may
be
wrong on that. But again, our hats off to Tom McLaughlin. Many years of service as a defensive coordinator, and we'll miss you.
Give Stalter 3. 3rd and 3. So Stalter with another 3 yards. Clock's running, 5:35 remaining. Buckeyes at midfield. This is a big play. Buckeyes need that first down. It's not broke. Do you hand it to Stalter again?
Right behind Tyrone.
And Collins with a big carry will get it down inside the 40-yard line. He's taken down by number 85, Chad Thomas, and that was a great fake.
I want to tell you, that was shades of the Willersburg quarterback last year in the playoffs. What a fake by Seth Collins. I was looking for Stalter to have the football.
And the defensive end for Athens actually stayed home. Seth just beat him to the corner. So the Buckeyes with a big first down at the 37-yard line.
First and 10 for the Buckeyes.
38. Whatever.
Over the ball at the center is Lawson.
Elliott and Roby split wide left. Mitchell wide right. Backs in the eye. Collins on the keeper, straight up the middle.
And I want to tell you, he juggled the ball as soon as he received the snap, but he fortunately got both hands wrapped around it before he took off.
Well, one thing we've got to remember, Tyrone McLeod, I hope the young man's okay. He came down right on his ankle. Ty's limping. They're going to have to put that fullback in. See number 44 coming off the bench. That's Jeremy Burwanger. He'll replace Tyrone McLeod. Man, I'm glad he's just limping because they really loaded on him. And we do have a new center this year. Remember, Darren Lawson. Darren's doing a great job, but that'll affect the handoff a little bit because he's used to Matt Call being in there.
I believe Lawson just a sophomore.
Stalter on the carry. Down close to the 30-yard line. Mark it to 31. Give him 4. Make it 3rd and 4. And I believe Nelsonville-York is now in 2-down territory. What do you think?
They are. So, like you said, they've got 2 downs to pick up 4 yards to keep the clock moving. It's running at 4:08.
Burwanger the up man, Stalter deep. Mitchell Elliott and Roby at end. Stalter the deep man. Oh, nice cut by Nathan Stalter, and he'll pick up the 1st down. Give him 9 yards, Jim. And a nice stutter step, just a nice little stutter step. The hole was closed up, designed to go to the right. He cut right back over left guard, picked up 9. Clock's running, 3:54 remaining in the contest. Buckeyes driving. Well, no matter the outcome, whichever way it goes. And Mr. McCumber's telling them to start the clock. Start the clock! Collins on the keeper, up the middle. And he'll get it down inside the 20-yard line. And I tell you, you had the Nelsonville stands going crazy because they did not start the clock up in the press box. And we have timeout on the field, player down. 3:35 remaining in the contest. 2nd one for Nelsonville-York. Lawson at center, backs in the eye. A little switch here. Mitchell and Roby split wide to the right this time. Are we going to throw it? Nope, hand off to Stalter, and he fumbled the ball. I think he got it back. No, Athens got it. The 5th turnover for Nelsonville-York, and Athens has a shot, people. Timeout on the field. 1st and 10 at the 10. And I think every down's a passing situation for Athens right now. Sparhawk back to pass. Looks, pumps, throws over the middle, has a man wide open. That's number 87, Grippa. And I'll tell you, he was wide open and nobody is covering the tight end. Elliott makes the tackle. And that play only took 17 seconds. So Joe Sparhawks found a hole in a Buckeye defense with that pass to Grippa. He was his primary receiver last year. And remember, Wickman was playing in the defensive backfield too. Sparhawk in the shotgun. Low snap, back to pass, and he is sacked. Chris Williams, Corey Altair, number 66, Jamie Dishon, all in on Sparhawk. That'll bring up a 2nd and 16 back at the 32-yard line. 2:08 remaining in the contest. Big defensive play, and the Buckeyes were in there in a hurry. They look like somebody made them mad.
Clock running at 2 minutes, and of course Athens with speed. They're only 1 play away.
Athens still in a shotgun. And Sparhawk gets away, throws the ball, overthrows number 44, intended for Sean Cutright. He was open, and the Buckeyes, with a lot of pressure, could not bring Sparhawk down. Looked like they had him again, but he eluded it. He's done a nice job all night. Brings up a 3rd and 16.
Thrill a minute.
Oh, yeah, I'm enjoying this like I wanted more hair to fall out.
What hair?
What hair? That's right. 1:43 remaining in the contest. Nelsonville-York by 1. And you got to believe Athens is in 2-down territory no matter where they're at on the field.
No doubt about it. 1:43 left.
Sparhawk takes a snap, back to pass, looks, throws, incomplete. Oh, he hit his receiver right dead in the hands. I'm not sure who it was, that number 85. Number 36, Jim said, and that would have been Brad Wharton. We'll have to see. Boy, I thought he had it right there. Would have been short of the first down, would have brought up about a 4th and 6. We have a player down on field. 1:41 remaining, 4th and 16. Timeout. 4th and 16, probably the biggest play of this early season. And the freshman is isolated out here. Motion play, and Roby is going to have the pick. I knew it, Roby! Down the sidelines, Ben! Cuts it back the middle. He stopped it to 10, and he is down. What a play by the freshman, Ben Roby. Makes up for the mistake he made earlier.
The flag went down around the tackle. The Buckeyes clipped, but
well,
again, the interception should stand. It looked like illegal motion on Athens. Penalty would be declined. Buckeye football, and they'll probably mark it back 10 or 15 for the clip.
And does that make you feel good for the freshman, because he gave up that early touchdown? The people get down on him, you know, think there's a freshman out there starting, you know, don't you have somebody else out there? Good play, Benjamin. Big play for Nelsonville-York. Motion against Athens. Clip against Nelsonville. It will offset.
Illegal procedures against and a clip against them.
Offset. I have no idea what's going on.
That is not an offset on penalty.
I have no idea what's going on. They're saying they're giving it back to Athens, I think.
And he had it in his hand. No, it was after the fact. It was after the fact.
And it's going to be a 4th and still 16 for Athens.
Meade wants an explanation. I don't know about this rule.
Let's call a timeout, James. Kevin Meade brought out his big gun. He's got Tim Watkins out there. And Tim's arguing that it should be our ball, and I'm not so sure he's not right.
Well, again, illegal motion on Athens. Then the interception took place.
Then the clip
took place at the 10-yard line on the run back, right before Roby was tackled on the interception return.
And they've got the rule book out reading it. Right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go back to time, because this may last a long time, James. You don't have much time left on the tape. Okay, here you go.
Of course, Matt McPhail out, the Athens coach, talking to the referee. They've got the rule book out, and
wouldn't that lead you to believe, if he's talking heatedly with him, that maybe it's in Nelsonville-York's favor? I don't see anything. I'm like you. There was a motion penalty, so we declined it. We got the interception. The clip occurred on the run back after change of possession. That's simple. It's a 15-yard penalty on Nelsonville-York.
So it is. It's our ball. They changed it over.
Here we go. This is going to be good. Now listen to the Athens side.
Coach Matt McPhail walking in.
Illegal procedure refused. Clip against the Buckeyes.
Nelsonville-York ball. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And again, you see Matt McPhail, they had the rule book out. He did not argue a bit. He turned around and walked away.
Matt, they tell me, I've only met the man once, they tell me he's a class act, and when you're right, you're right. And I tell you, give the officials credit. At least they were honest enough to say, okay, let's get the rule book out and do it right.
Most officials would tell the coach, go sit down, you're getting flagged. They listened to Kevin, they got out the rule book, and they made the right call. Good piece of officiating.
So Nelsonville-York will have the football, 1st and 10 from about the 20 at the 26-yard line. How many timeouts do we have left?
I believe 1.
What about Athens?
I'm thinking 2.
So the big thing is here, please, as Mr. McComas say, hold on to the football.
5's enough.
I tell you, a lot of excitement.
Following the signal.
Stoller, 2 hands on the football. Nathan, he's going to score. Touchdown, Nelsonville-York. A 27-yard touchdown scamper. I guess that puts the icing on the cake. Nathan says, dot the I. Buckeyes go up by 7, 22-15. Did we score too quick?
You never know. Again,
That's scary. I mean, that's a heck of a thing to say, but it scared you.
this is a big 2-point conversion attempt for the Buckeyes. If they get 2, it's almost in the bag. If they don't, Athens still has the chance.
And Stalder calls a timeout. 1:20 remaining. Buckeyes by 7, 22-15. Collins on the option. Pitch back to Stalder. Stalder will be stopped short. So Athens with a big stop, and Stalder got hurt. Timeout on the field. Look at the little blonde here. Hi, Alyssa. Look who we got on camera. Huh? Go Bucks. That's Angie Handa's little girl, Alyssa. She's 3 and embarrassed. Timeout on the field. Time is in. Nathan Stalder up and limps to the bench, but he did walk to the bench under his own power. Hopefully it was just a cramp. I think he got popped on the thigh, Jim, and those do hurt. So McLeod, and you do not want a big run back here. Pitch back. Oh, 2. Oh, pitch back to Maxwell. Pitched it over his head, and the Buckeyes get a break. They're down inside the 10. I believe it's right at the 10-yard line. Athens will have to drive 90 yards and 1:13. Timeout. Sparhawk at shotgun. Maxwell split wide out, and they're just going to throw it to him. And he catches it, and he is free, but he will be dropped. Eluded the first tackler, but he is stopped by Collins and number 54, Michael Warren.
Michael Warren on the tackle.
52 seconds remain. Clock's running. Sparhawk, low snap, look, over the middle, incomplete, and we have a flag. They're going to call pass interference on number 81, Eric Kelly. So Athens will have a 1st and 10, I believe, with 40 seconds remaining on the clock. We'll see what they call, but I'm sure that's what it was.
3 pieces of laundry on the field.
Checking in for the Buckeyes now, we have number 26, Flint Smathers. So Athens has the ball outside of the 40-yard line, 41-yard line, 40 seconds to go. Down 7, 22-15. And the clock will start eventually. We're playing, looks like they're playing euchre.
A little bit more of a prevent defense for the Buckeyes. They brought up the freshman linebacker up on Chamel, but Ben Roby's also back.
They're telling them to take the clock back up to 47, I believe. So we've lost about 20 seconds on the clock, and they're back up to 46 seconds. So Athens gained 6, and they gained some earlier. So Athens got an extra half a minute actually to score. So the referee will blow his whistle, and the clock starts. I hope it hadn't started yet. The clock has not started, and he told him to start it. The clock is not running. Sparhawk's pass is incomplete, and only 3 seconds elapsed off the clock. So I think they're having trouble picking up the ref.
4 seconds ticked off.
Start the clock and he waited. 5 seconds left and we haven't started the clock. He didn't get very low.
Yeah, he did in back. He did. Back judge did.
Over the ball.
And Sparhawk up under center now. 2nd 10. Back to pass, looks downfield, under a heavy rush, ball comes up short, and incomplete. And he was popped, and we have an Athens player down on the field. Hopefully the man's okay. 35 ticks remaining, brings up a 3rd and 10. I'll tell you, this is a good football game. I really can't stand the excitement. I have trouble seeing the referee out there, too. Thank goodness we're just here making fools of ourselves. I wouldn't want to be in a position where I had to either start the clock, stop the clock, mark the ball, or do anything else. Thank you very much. I'm content here. Sparhawk back in the shotgun. No snap. Williams. And a pass intended for Maxwell, incomplete, and there's going to be a hold called on Athens. 28 seconds remaining. And that was obvious. Williams with a nice swim move to get around him. And it looks like they're going to do something with it. We'll tell you here in a second. I'll leave it up to you.
Looks like the Buckeyes coaches want it. They want the penalty.
Well, 10 yards and give them a down back.
And again, I'm sure what they're thinking is they're battling the clock in yardage. They've got to go a long way to get in the end zone with 28 seconds left.
Going for everything in it. They could have got a first down up here.
3rd and bunch. 3rd and 24. 3rd and 25. My voice is going. How about yours? I'm getting too old to do this. I got to get some young blood in here. This stuff's killing me.
Need some oxygen.
Maxwell switched sides. He's out on the right now. Sparhawk in the shotgun. Looks downfield. He's under heavy rush. Pass is incomplete. Oh, picked off by Roby. And Ben Roby wisely goes down. What a play by the freshman. What a job by the freshman. Way to think, Benjamin.
And after the interception, he did it like a senior. He took it to the ground.
Nice play. What can you say? I'll tell you, he's coming of age in the first game of the 95 season. Told his dad there's an awful lot of expectations and pressures on he and Flint, Odenthal, and that bunch coming in. We forget they're 14 and 15-year-old kids. I don't think I've got that much pressure at the bank sometimes, you know it? 19 ticks, the clock's running. And I'm sure you'll see a delay of game penalty here. What do you think? You aren't going to see a snap. And you do see a snap, and that ends the contest. Nelsonville-York comes away with a hard-fought victory, 22-15 over the Athens Bulldogs. And I'll tell you, before we go any farther, I know, Jim, you're thinking the same things while you figure stat. Right now, Jason Wickman, we're thinking about you. Hopefully the young man's okay. He got hauled off with the EMS. I hope it was just precautionary. They always do that, but best luck. We hope he's okay.
Running down the stats in the ball game. Seth Collins, 4 of 8 passing for 84 yards. Ran the ball 12 times for 22 yards. Nathan Stalter, the Buckeye tailback, had 22 carries, 189 yards. McLeod had 19 yards and 5 carries. Berwinger added 3, Elliott 4. The Buckeyes with 321 yards of total offense, 15 first downs. The Bulldogs had Sparhawk, had 6 completions out of 22 passes. And he threw a couple interceptions. Also, Seth Collins had an interception for the Buckeyes. Sparhawk threw for 121 yards on those 6 completions. Maxwell rushed for 45 yards and 16 carries. Goodwin, 33 yards, 7 carries. Horton had 30. And running down the first downs for Athens, 13 of them for the Bulldogs. Buckeyes penalized 4 times, 50 yards. Athens 4 times, 35 yards. Of course, the Buckeyes with 5 turnovers, 4 of them by way of fumble, 1 interception. Athens 3 turnovers, 1 fumble, and 2 interceptions.
And the name of the game tonight, I think, was the turnovers. Athens hung in there. Buckeyes with a lot of mistakes. Hopefully, the first game will get them out of there. I think we saw the maturation of number 7, Ben Roby. Got bit on early, felt bad, come right back, and then 2 interceptions. What can you say? The young man's just a terrific little athlete. Thank goodness he's a lot better than his dad ever was, so he's got a bright future ahead of him. But
we said he'd grow up in a hurry, and he did right at the end of the game at the crucial time, 2 big interceptions.
Just like that song, A Boy Named Sue said, no, you're going to have to get tough or die.
Another thing I think was kind of neat about the game again was the controversy when Athens had a legal procedure. The Buckeyes on the play intercepted it, and then on the run back after change of possessions, there was a clip on Nelsonville-York. At first, the referees ruled both penalties offset, and Athens would continue to have the ball. But then after Coach Meade talked to the officials about it, they did get out the rule book. They looked it up, and they did find rightly that it should have been the Buckeyes' ball. Matt McPhail came over, and I thought, again, as we said earlier, a class act. Once the referee showed him in the rule book, he just turned around and jogged off the field, and most coaches would put on a scene. Even if the ref was right, they'd be furious that they changed the call.
You only thought it was kind of neat because we got the ball. Well, I'll tell you, good start to a 95 season for James Whitmore, James McCumber, Jason McCumber, and Jim Hall. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week. Logan, Ohio.